How are you guys doing? My name is Chris Matthews. I'm a relationship coach, licensed marriage and family therapist. In this video, I'm going to provide you guys with the ultimate premarital counseling test based on the 8 dimensions of wellness. Let's jump right into it with dimension number 1. Physically. When you select your partner, make sure you're asking yourself questions pertaining to what type of physical structure do you desire in a person. That looks like appearance, body composition, weight, height, dress, hygiene, lifestyle choices, smoker, non-smoker, are they big in fitness, what type of diet do they have, medical history, do they have a family history of certain disorders or chronic health issues that could come about if you guys have children or when you get married and you're responsible for taking care of each other. Also, relationship connection. Do you guys have a good connection intimately and physically? Are you just with the person because you like having sex and it feels good? Or do you like to actually be with that person beyond just having that sexual or intimate connection physically? And also, quality of time. Do they enjoy being around you and do you enjoy being around them physically? The next dimension is going to be emotionally. So that looks like the responsibility and the accountability to clearly express who you are and demonstrate your authentic self based on your choices, your actions, and the consequences you render in the event that person doesn't fulfill your needs or them being able to tell you when you may not meet their needs. So also emotionally, you want to process the mental health. Sometimes we ain't look at illnesses physically, but if that person has a history of mental health, then that's something you want to look at too. Because once again, it can be passed down to your kids, and that's something you're going to have to deal with for the lifetime of being with that person. Emotional environments also pertain to self-worth and value. Does that person have high self-esteem? Are they able to set goals? Are they confident? Do they know what they want out of life? And then last but not least, balance and regulation of mood. It goes without saying, if you establish a relationship with another person, there are going to be highs and there are going to be lows. But how does that person regulate their emotions to have you fit and be sustained within their life with you both coming together to produce something bigger than what you would have apart? The next pillar or dimension of wellness that you want to look at prior to marriage is going to be occupation. So, employment type. Are you seeking a person that is an entrepreneur, someone who desires the security of a job? What type of career goals do they have? What type of career environment do they want to work in? Do you want someone that's going to travel the world and work in different locations? Or are you wanting someone that's going to be stagnant or stable in one environment? Are you willing to also conform to what their occupational needs would be, and are they willing to conform to your occupational needs? So that looks like the skill sets too. Are you wanting someone that's going to be working with their hands, working with their mind? How is that going to impact how you guys sustain and build a life together? Okay. The next dimension, finances. How does that person view and process the spending and the obtainment of money and resources needed to navigate life? Are they big in investments? Do they already have assets? Are they already bringing something into the marriage financially? Are you seeking to grow together with that person? Or are you wanting someone that's already established? What does it look like as well for that person to combine money and finances with you? Or are you seeking a person that already has theirs and you have yours and it's going to be separate? The next area or dimension of wellness, environment. So when you look at environment, what region or area, country, state, city that you want to live in and grow life with that person? Are you big on traveling? There's some couples I counsel every 5 years, every 7 years, they make it an effort to move and be in a different location because they want to live in different areas as they explore life together. Environment also looks like the ability to determine what type of setting you best fit in. Are you a person who wants to be on the coast? Are you wanting to be in a rural area, a large city environment? What are you wanting, and what does that person want when it comes to where you guys want to settle down, raise children, grow old, retire, and live? Next, social. So social is going to be based on personality. Are you seeking an introverted individual, an extroverted individual? And just to break those down for a second, introverts don't necessarily never want to be around people. Introverts usually are the type of person who it requires a lot of energy to be around people. That way, when they are around people, or for that matter, when they're around people, they need time to either recoup or rebuild up after being around people, or prepare to be around people. Extroverts, they actually receive energy and they get more excitement from being around people because people boost them up. So introverts, for that matter, aren't necessarily never wanting to be around people, and extroverts, for that matter, don't necessarily want to ever not be around, don't want to just be around themselves. So making sure you understand the difference between introvert and extrovert and how that plays into the social fabric of the person you choose to be with when you establish a marriage. Also, with the social component, boundary management. How does that individual regulate the relationships they have in their life? Are they a mama's boy? Are they a daddy's girl? Are you going to be marrying them and their parents, or just them? So that's a critical component to look at as well. And then recreationally, do they always need to go out on date night and have their friends with them too? Or have you bring someone else? Or can you just both spend time together and enjoy each other? Next pillar, intellectual. So when you look at intellectual pillars or dimensions of wellness, we're really talking about personal growth and development. That could be formal or informal. Formal might look like degrees, training programs, structured educational environments. Informal may be that person's desire to self-learn. Are they always reading books? Are they listening to audiobooks? Are they looking at YouTube videos like this one to better themselves? What are they doing to grow? Or are they the opposite? Are they someone that just wants to veg out in front of the TV, watch Netflix, and play video games? So that intellectual area is going to be critical as well in determining if that person is going to be right for you and how you're going to build a marriage together. Also, learning styles. Learning styles are critical because does this individual you're about to be with forever, do they need you to explain things verbally? Do they need you to show them things? How do you present messages to your partner to get them to help you meet your needs, and you can also receive messages from them so you can meet their needs? So learning styles is huge when you also think about communication. Last but not least, spirituality. So spirituality doesn't always necessarily mean religion. Spirituality could just be your basic morals and values and beliefs, or your code of life, or codes that allow you to go through life with some type of structure and peace. Also, having an understanding for your life journey, purpose, and passion. That could be spiritual. How does that person respond when life throws you a curveball? If illness is presented, what do they cling on to besides just you for hope? How are they restored? If you guys are in a situation where you're battling grief, if you live long enough, you're going to see people you love perish and pass away. So what is their thought of where people go when they die? How do they visualize the source of strength or the light that can help them be there for you when you have a hard time? So that is going to be critical when you look at the spiritual component. So in this video, I went through the 8 dimensions of wellness and how they need to be processed when you're looking to select a partner that you may decide to marry or engage. My name is Chris Matthews. I'm your relationship coach, licensed marriage and family therapist, and I want to make sure that you press the subscribe button, you like the video, leave comments. Also visit our website, Relationship Counseling Tools, where you can find more resources, and I look forward to seeing you guys on the other side for the next video.
You can never go back.